I read an incident in the paper, and it was about a young boy killing a young girl, stabbing a young girl to death.
Is the emotionally powerful, beautifully created hit Netflix show Adolescence actually an example of something called the moral panic?
And then not long after that, I saw on the news, on the television, that, it happened again in a completely different part of the country.
The series was inspired, or should we say motivated, by several terrible killings in which young girls were stabbed to death by young boys in England.
And if I'm really honest with you, both of those incidents really hurt my heart in a way. And it just made me think, what's going on?
What is happening with these boys? Asked the creators.
Why? What's happened in today's society where a young boy, and they are young boys, feel a need to kill a young girl, to stab a young girl to death?
The internet, social media, the misogyny of the manosphere and incel culture, and awful influencers like Andrew Tate came back as the answer. Now, Andrew Tate and his ilk obviously are despicable and are in fact influencing far too many young boys into hateful beliefs about women, relationships, and masculinity. The problem is that none of the actual murders have been shown to be connected to any of that. In its most pronounced form, a moral panic around all of this suggests that boys who otherwise would not be violent or hateful can be radicalized into murdering girls by spending time alone on the internet. What else could explain this new epidemic? In a way, this reasoning style has significant overlaps with pseudoscience and conspiracy theories. So while these topics are important and tragic, and while the show is quite brilliant in many ways, caution is required around this analysis and the connections that are being made.